Level 1. You open your eyes to green light in a different sky. Air heavy and warm presses at your throat. You are not where you fell asleep. You are 66 million years early. No asphalt, no streetlights, no sounds of human life. Just massive fronds brushing a sun that feels too close. You sit up slow, check your body. No broken bones, no blood that matters. Your chest heaves. Your phone is a dead relic in your pocket. Useless. The silence is loud with distant calls. Giant shapes move through the trees like mountains waking. Adrenaline spikes. You can either freeze and become prey to time, or move. Priority A. Breathe and assess. Priority B. Move to observation. You crawl lower than the bushes. You watch and learn. Animal sizes tell you danger zones. Open water, shade clusters, and high ground are your cues. You cannot outrun the epic. You must outthink it. Level 2. Shelter is not comfort here. It is the difference between dusk and oblivion. Shade will hide you from the midday glare, but also mask predators. You need a location with visibility, materials, and escape routes. A rocky outcrop is gold, hard to climb, but gives sightlines. A fallen log offers cover but hides things under it. Dense ferns are soft but can trap you. Pick high ground near water, not in a valley carved by big feet. Use the sun and the wind. Place yourself downwind of likely predator paths. Avoid low-lying hollows where heavy rainfall pools and spores settle. Strip bark and weave palm fronds to make a lean-to. Prop it with a stout branch wedged into rock. Layer with moss and leaves for insulation from damp soil. Create a low sleeping pad off the ground from woven plant fiber. Keep your fire materials dry and protected. Plan at least 2 escape routes. Move quietly. Testing shelter at dusk tells you everything. Listen for patterns and calls, for heavy thuds, for a repetition that spells territory. Level 3. Water is a chain. Find it, test it, make it safe. A steaming river looks clean but can hide dinosaur silt and pathogens. Don't drink standing water with foam or strong odor. Look for trickles, springs, or clear flow over rock. If you must drink from a pooled source, filter. Use cloth from your clothes, then sand, then charcoal if you can make it. Boiling is the only reliable purifier. Fire first, then boil for a full minute at a rolling bubble. If you can't boil, use solar. Clear plastic over dark rock will warm and reduce microbes, but is not fail-proof. Collect dew at dawn using leaves tied into a makeshift funnel. Watch animals, not as food sources now, but as water locators. They will leave trails to the safest sources. Mark your water source with visible notches and rock cairns. Never sleep with your water exposed. A thirsty predator follows wet footprints and smells the human salt. Conserve. Sip. Level 4. Food is a riddle wrapped in green things you have never seen. Most plants are unknown. Some are deadly. Your margin for mistake is thin. Avoid colorful fruits with strong scents. Bright often signals poison. When in doubt, avoid it. Protein is your fastest route to recovery. Insects are abundant and often safe when cooked. Roast beetles, grubs under logs, larvae in decaying wood. Fish streams with sharpened sticks, or make a simple spear from a straight branch hardened in a fire. Set snares for small mammals. Use a noose of vine and a trigger stick. If you take large game, don't try to fight it. Use traps, pitfalls, cooperation with the landscape. Bones are not just waste. They are tools for cutting and scraping. Cook all meat thoroughly. Parasites are not modern. Eat clean and store food hung from branches high and downwind. Never sleep where food smells attractive. You will outlast hunger with patient strategy. Level 5 fire is civilization in a wilderness of giants. It brings heat, cooked food, clean water, light, and a line of defense. Start with friction methods if you have no lighter. Bow drill or hand drill. Use dry heartwood for the spindle and softer wood for the hearth. Know that smoke keeps many curious noses away. Keep a dedicated tinder stash under waterproof bark. Never leave embers unattended. Animals and wind will carry them. Fire also draws attention. At night, keep the flame low, but enough to warm and sterilize. Use ember banks to restart quickly. Create a signal fire with green branches. More smoke equals higher visibility for rescue or warning. Fire is a barter. It costs fuel and attention. Balance warmth with stealth. Use it to dry clothes, to forge simple tools from bone and stone, and to keep your mind steady. Level 6. Navigation without maps becomes a craft of observation. The sun rises and sets like always, but cloud cover can deceive. At noon, the sun is your highest point. Your shadow points north in the north hemisphere. At night, learn constellations, pinpricks of navigation. Rivers flow to basins, follow them to larger water, and likely lower human or animal traffic. Mark paths with stacked stones, broken branches, or notches on standing trees. Avoid creating obvious landmarks near your camp that can be tracked by predators. If you must move, travel at low light. Dawn and dusk can hide you from the worst-eyed hunters. Go silent. Leave only faint traces. If a horizon opens to unfamiliar geology, slow down. The land can change fast here, and every valley might be a trap. Keep a mental map of shelters, water, and food zones. Level 7. Health is not just first aid, it is prevention. Clean every cut with boiled water and a bit of smoke to deter infection. Use plant poultices only when you know the plant, otherwise stick to clean dressings. Tie wounds tightly if bleeding, but avoid cutting off circulation. Set simple splints from branches and wrap with cloth. Watch for fever. Fever here can kill faster than a predator. Rest when you need to. Exhaustion makes you careless. Sleep in shifts if you can. Nightmares weaken the group. Keep teeth clean with saltwater rinses if available. Oral infection becomes systemic. Mental health matters. The vastness can shrink you into panic. Create small rituals. A tidy fire ring. A morning check of tools. A stash for safe items. Routine preserves reason. Level 8. The long game is adaptation, not victory over the land. You cannot rebuild a city in a week. Start by improving your shelter into a semi-permanent camp. Collect and sharpen flint or stone for axes and scraping tools. Learn to weave stronger ropes from vines and plant fiber. Barter with the landscape, bait traps where predators walk, and harvest shells and seeds where they fall. Record the behavior patterns of big creatures. Territory is predictable over time. Avoid confrontation with anything that outweighs you by 1,000 pounds. Form alliances, even if it is just with weather patterns. Plan for events, storms, droughts, and the rare catastrophe that can shift whole ecosystems. Be ready to abandon. Mobility is survival. Keep your lungs clear, your water sealed, your fire banked. Remember that modern medicine is gone. Prevention is your best medicine. Finale. You came here without tools for this world, but you are made of the same stubborn biology that survived millions of years. Dinosaurs are part of the backdrop. The true antagonist is the ancient Earth itself. Strange plants, lethal microbes, a climate that does not care. Survival is not cinematic heroism alone. It is quiet choices, where you sleep, what you sip, which noise you follow, and which you ignore. Move like a shadow. Think like a steward of small comforts. Stay mobile. Stay aware. Stay alive. Every dawn you wake is a victory no machine can win for you. You do not tame this world. You learn to live in its margins. And for now, that is enough.